Welcome to episode 2 of how to hone your Kamisori. So you decided to purchase a Kamisori and you have no idea how to make it to where it's shaving you comfortably. First off, stop by my first episode. Second off, you're in the right place for how to finish it. First episode, we established the dimensions, the angles, and we set the bevel on this here Kamisori, and now we are going to do the mid work, and we're going to finish it, and we're going to be using my Misu Kihara stone. This stone has been with me for a while. I pay premium price for this stone. Not gonna say how much, but it has been amazing stone. It is a mid-grade stone. Let's say I pay as much as most people pay for a premium finisher for this mid-level stone. I don't use it as much as I probably should. It just, with all the testing and all that. I have videos on this stone. Probably they range like a year or 2 years ago. Check them out if you're interested in checking this stone. It's a very soft stone, and for Kamisoris it works just great, right? So what are we doing? If you missed my last episode and you want to skip it, suggest you go watch it. Hit a subscribe button, click that like button. But if you are here now, if you don't know what we did already, we established the bevel. And now, how did I set up the bevel? I use a 1K. It's still dirty. I use a 1K stone, and that 1K stone I used it's a Trocera 1000. Before that, I used a Chapton to correct what I didn't like about the stone, about the razor. And now we're gonna finish it. All right, sorry for my absence. I had to go get the beer of this hone. Is a porter from Founders. Is amazing. I have my drink of the hone, right? All right, without further ado, we're going to be honing this beautiful Kamisori. And so this stone is a very soft stone, and you're gonna see it when I raise the slurry. Look, it already has a slurry. That was like maybe 1.5. It's a really soft stone, but it's a awesome stone, especially for Kamisoris. I'll tell you why in a second. I mentioned that in my last video. Honing Kamisoris, it is very similar to honing wedges without tape, and like a full wedge. One side you could get some stickiness going on, and this stone is really good because this being soft and slurring so good. This slurry is really slick on this stone. It's like oil. It helps lubricate, and it helps work this razor really well. So right now I'm doing some circles, and I'm coming back with only 1 or 2 strokes. We talked about in this first episode about the ratio, but right now I am more concerned about erasing those scratches from the previous stone. If you don't know why we're doing ratios and it's not even like a straight razor, check out my first episode. So right now Gonna tilt. I'm gonna get some slurry action. We're gonna be doing some ratios, and we're gonna be doing, I don't know, 7 or 8 to 1, something like that, right? Get creative. Don't get stuck on you had to do a ratio, a set ratio. You know, play around, make it fun. Don't make it too structured. I do recommend you get when you're first doing this for the first time. You know, get. You don't want to have too many variables when you're honing or you're sharpening or anything in life, I guess. So if you do stay to 7 strokes and 1, and you know that maybe it wasn't your strokes, it's something else that you didn't do correct, or the strokes work for you, whatever the case may be, you can attribute, and you can have something else be your variable, right? So I don't know if you guys noticed, there was a stroke there that the razor kind of like it grabbed, and it's because of what I told you guys. You're gonna come to a point with Kamisoris especially that it will start grabbing the stone, and that's dangerous. It's a good sign. That means that you're refining that edge, but it's dangerous because it will cause, you know, you're putting extra pressure on that edge, that very tip of the edge, right? So what I recommend, and you're gonna see it happening on my next stone, is do small strokes. I'm not doing small strokes right now because we want to work this razor. We want to work her because we just came from 1K to this razor, to this stone, right? But this stone is awesome. I had in the past set bevels on this stone. Believe it or not, I have set bevels in this stone. Ooh, I digged into it with that tip. I dig into it with that tip. So let's see what's going on. Man, this is like a live thing. I'm not editing this out. All right. Things like this happen when you're honing, right? Now let's check out the razor. We're looking really good. This edge here, it'll get you when you're shaving if you're not careful. That little tip. But right now we have a nice beat blast finish all around. You can use one of these magnifying glasses. It's a 40K. This costs like $5 in Amazon. Just get a few. And so right now we're getting a nice beat blast edge on it, on this razor. That was my fault. I was not paying attention and I scratched my stone. Now guys, the good thing about not using, another good thing about not using tape is that you can see what you're doing just with your bare eye, because it's, like I said, it's, you're taking a lot of material from one side. Look at that slurry, that thick slurry. That's what I want. That's what I want right now. Right now we're doing all the mid work on this razor on a Japanese natural. Then we're gonna finish on a Japanese natural. It's only fitting because we have a Japanese style razor, right? If I had some sake right now, I'll be drinking sake instead of beer. And here, you know, I started with some circles, but you can do half C's. Yeah, you can do half strokes like this. But we're in the point right now. This is a really smooth. Man, I'm really digging what's happening right now. I wish I could tell you how this feels. It feels amazing. It feels like Keith Johnson will say, like chocolate. It does. It feels so smooth, but in a very particular way. So what we're gonna start doing right now is, I think we are ready to start diluting that thick slurry. I'm gonna throw some water on it. I'm gonna keep going. 1, 2. You do your counting if you want. We should have a nice bee blast finish on the edge by the time I finish with this. I should have it right now, but alright. Dilute some more, drop some water there. Some people actually do droplets. You can do that. They have like a little which works really good if you want to control how much water you're putting in there. Not too concerned about that. It's my mid-range stone. Not concerned about too much about that. Man, this is going to be an awesome razor. It's gonna be awesome. Be shaving my next shave and talk. I'll probably do that. Use this razor. Shave and Talk, if you haven't seen it, is my new series, guys. Check out that playlist where I just shave and talk. Talk about subjects that are happening in our community, shaving community right now. And that's what I do. So it's like me talking about all the little comments and subjects and stuff like that. So man, that is looking sweet. That is looking really good. I hope you guys, I don't know if you guys can see it. Like, it's nice. Alright, so let's do some couple of passes with just water. It's grabbing, guys. Alright. Right now, we should be like almost shave ready. This stone is really soft and it gives me an almost shave ready product finish. Woo! Man, those hairs are scaring themselves away just to see that edge. So now, guys, we just finished with that stone. Let's clean up as we go. Now we're gonna go to my finishing stone. It's gonna be an Asuku, and this stone has not been, I don't think I shown this stone before in a video. I took some pictures of it recently. Maybe not so recent, but a couple months ago. You guys, if you are in the Facebook channels, groups, you've seen this stone before, but not in the YouTube. So this stone I got from my last trip to Tokyo, which was in January last year, and I have not done a review video on this stone yet. So it is very interesting. It has a red U on it. It has red tint on it, and when you slurry it, it's kind of like brown, like brick. But this stone, I really like. It's not as hard as most Osukus that I have or had, but I get such a great edge with this stone that it's just awesome. So right now, I'm doing some half strokes. I don't know, about 7 to 10 half strokes to 1 ratio, something like that. And I don't know if you guys see, but that slurry is already darkened. And I'm doing that because this stone is, the range on this stone is insane. It's insane. Plus, I want to kill some time. Stone is really small compared to the other one, so I had to do more passes. Look at that, how it is undercutting so beautifully. Ooh. Man, I can't wait to shave with this razor. Alright, let's introduce some water in there. Maybe that was too much. Let's see. Not too much, but it's fine. By having this slurry on it, it just helps me. It really does to glide this razor. I mentioned it several times already in the 2 videos, but the suction that a Kamisori creates could be misleading, and that's why I keep bringing it up. It could be misleading. You might think that it's creating suction because you're done, but maybe it's because, you know, you have all that surface that you're in contact with the stone. So sometimes what I do on a regular basis is I finish Kamisoris with just plain water. I'm sorry, let me take that back. I finish Kamisoris usually with some slurry, so I can make sure that I'm not getting false indications that I'm done with it because of the suction. Alright, but in this case I'm going to finish with plain water. I'll show you. And there's a huge reason. This stone in particular with plain water just feels awesome. It just feels so smooth, and it gives me such a great edge, and that's how I like it. So excuse me. All right, nice and smooth, small passes. I don't know if you guys can hear this stone. Bet you guys can't even hear this stone. It's a beautiful smooth stone. This stone will probably be with me until, I don't know, forever. Love this little thing. Copas are awesome. Alright guys, we have come to the end of this. Just gonna get her wet again. Do a couple more, one more set. Turn that off. there you guys have it. That is how I hone a Kamisori. Please don't forget, subscribe to the channel, Etsy store, leave your comments below. This is how I do it. This is not the only way. Check out also other people that have honed Kamisoris. Compare. I take little things from other people and I create my own system. That's what you should do. There's not one perfect way. Create a system that works for you and you'll be good. Thank you for watching. Leave your comments below. Like I mentioned, if you have any problems or questions with how I do Kamisoris, let me know. I will be using this Kamisori in my next shave video so you guys can see her in action. Thank you for watching.